So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well Peter, I think if they're going to win this, they're going to have to play to the strengths of this fella, João Pedro. Considering his power and his technical ability, you want him on the ball with space around him because he can make so much happen.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and the front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility, and I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
And we're underway.
So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gusto.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. And here's Neto.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Castolo. And Williams.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's a terrific interception. He's had a stellar game.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
Gusto. Caicedo. Hato. And it's Cucurella. For Palmer. And it's Gusto.
Showing good feet.
Palmer is onto this.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's made its way to him. Colwell defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Can he get it through? João Pedro has the space to scheme.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, that's neat.
This looks promising.
Chilwell with the clear, and decent chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Caicedo. Now it's Pedro Neto.
It's a really well-measured ball.
That has not gone well. Palmer. That's a delicate pass.
That's the keeper's ball.
Hato. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Castolo. And it's Chilwell.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Cucurella.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Laporte. Bradley. Conte. Castolo.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's João Pedro.
Over to the right flank.
That is good strength.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, super ball! Shot a goal! There it is!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Goal! After 38 minutes is number 20, Shinji Okazaki!
Leicester have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Leicester looking to go into the break, 1-0 up.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Caicedo.
Oh, good spread.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Well timed, excellent interception. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leicester looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we get things going again. Leicester leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Gusto. Palmer. Joao Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Chelsea couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Spread to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Okazaki. Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cucurella. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Joao Pedro. Caicedo. And it's Fernandez. Plays it in low. Laporte can get it clear. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Caicedo. And here's Neto.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Fernandez
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Conte.
Okazaki. Ono. Aimed beyond the defence. Hato gets it clear. Leicester have reclaimed it. Castolo. To Ono. Ono will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this? Pedro Neto gets into a good position. Lofted in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Okazaki. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Fernandez.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Conte. Now it's Williams. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Cucurella. Joao Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, there's a probing ball. Delivers the ball.
Chelsea truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Pedro Neto. Number 20, Joao Pedro. Number 27.
Leicester choosing to make the first change.
Number 9, number 38, number 24, Reece James. Substitution in progress.
Leicester perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Okazaki. Nice bit of trickery. Palmer. No, again there's no way through. Tries to pass it through, and he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Not sure whether that was anticipation or communication, Peter, but he made it look like a double.
After 78 minutes is number 20, Shinji Okazaki.
Leicester are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Fernandez. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Now it's Williams.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Palmer. Pinches it off him. Oh no, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Leicester can consider themselves just about safe now. Just 5 minutes left. Cucurella. He's a sharp little ball here. Takes aim and crosses. Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now it's Okazaki. And he's had it nicked away. Guyu.
2 added minutes has
And
been
here's
indicated.
Palmer. Nicely spread. And it's James. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Distributed tidily. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's the delivery. And that is as far as it goes. Leicester have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Okazaki taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have
Unlucky
time
lads.
for. Good evening
Let's
to
hope
you.
for better luck next time.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous
Hello, everybody,
afternoon.
and welcome
The
to
sun
today's
beaming
match.
down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared
And so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
Please welcome our players.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And this is now today's
Jim, which
lineup.
player is best equipped for this
Number
game?
one,
This guy is one of the most coveted English defenders at the moment, Ben Chilwell. Excellent carrying the ball forward and providing width down his favourite side. He does give options for wing play that can allow the wide players to cut in, but his interaction is coming on in leaps and bounds.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. So it's away we go then. This, of course, round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. And it's to Kepa. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gross with the short one. Kajolu. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Vifa. Nice control. Gross. Threads one in. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Iñaki Williams. And this is Okazaki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Both sides exercising caution for now. Ono to Okazaki, and here's Iñaki Williams. Williams. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. Williams. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a cracking ball. Vifa. And it's Welbeck. Conte. Castolo. Iñaki Williams. Milner makes the interception. That's good play. No way through, so back it comes. Real chance! And he's done it! The first significant strike. How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Leicester have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Flashes it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Conte. Castolo looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Okazaki. Now it's Williams. Iñaki Williams, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Spread out to the left.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
To Kaipa. Milner. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Kadiolu. Looking for the run. Kadiolu gets a cross in. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. And that's the keeper's ball. That's going wide left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Conte. And that pass just didn't quite work. Dunk. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Leicester leading by one at the break.
Good for our boys as they go off.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leicester are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go again.
Leicester definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Kadiolu got a long way forward to join the attack. He has a look at chance! And a neat finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
50 minutes is number 27, Williams.
Leicester are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Nicely aimed pass. Iñaki Williams receives it in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Gross. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a great pick out. That looks a good ball through. He's being urged, takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That should get the job done. Brighton have the chance to go the other way. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Bradley. Out of play for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Gross. Welbeck. Played out to the left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, super ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Tries to pass it through. Chance here to counter. Vifa. The message is clear, none shall pass. Williams does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well timed, excellent interception. Gross. Great vision. And this is one, the finish! And it's been taken short. Gross's cross. Oh no, getting this one clear. Tries a measured ball. Leicester are looking to go forward now. Brighton making further changes here and in quick succession. And he was quick to react. And here's Iñaki Williams. And it's Bradley. Mitoma.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pass is just off target. It's out for a goal kick. Ono, looking here to chip it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he get on the end of this? He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Leicester find a position of real strength now. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here! There's the shot! Gross plays it short, and this is goes for a shot, and again! And a header! This time surely! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Conte. To Ono. Very nicely done. Okazaki. Verbruggen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Pass somewhat off target. Conte. Chilwell. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Williams. Goes looking wide. And he's there to belt it away. That's at the end. Leicester have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Castolo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Leicester definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
A fine win for our boys.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim,
see.
and goodbye. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous
Hello,
afternoon.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
sun
today's
beaming
match.
down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
Everyone, please welcome our players to
My
the
name's
field.
Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's lineup.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Jamie Vardy is a top quality striker, and he's also one of the game's most consistent scorers. Fantastic pace and energy levels, described as a real pest who just never stops running, even for lost causes. And he's an absolute nightmare for defences.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Oh, it's come loose. Bradley just loves to go forward whenever he can. Bamford. And here's Okazaki. Vardy! And it's come back out to him. Goal! And we have liftoff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Passes coming off in quick succession here. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Castolo. To Ono. Now it's Vardy. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chong. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Chilwell. Nicely weighted ball. That's tidy. Chilwell plays it in. Oh, good climb! Okazaki gets flagged offside. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Oh, delightful ball. And it's made its way to him. And he whips in across. Nicely spread. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's forced to go back. Laporte. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's put paid to the danger. It's gone for a throw-in.
Knocks it into space. Flings it across. Chance, surely! And they can counter here. Tanganga. This looks promising. Good pressure, determined, intense. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, there's a probing ball. Spread out to the left. And this is Vardy. Now it's Okazaki. Deftly away. Well, given offside once more. Tanganga. Chong. Now it's Bamford. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh no. Now it's Okazaki. Distributed tidily. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Number 9.
Vardy is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Neatly clipped into space. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, good ball! Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh no. That's destined for the flank. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And that's another good win of the ball. Castolo. Chong. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Showing good feet. And that signals the end of the first period. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
We believe the boys can turn it around.
Leicester firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score.
Please welcome our lads to the field.
The second period is underway. Castolo given the lift of his goal. Ambitious ball here. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Chong. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the shot! And it's there! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Leicester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That has ended up in no man's land.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Decent chance! And that's a tidy finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Leicester are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
And he shoots! And that's a good finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
57 minutes is number 7.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Vardy being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match.
Takes a shot! And it's been hooked away. Just eases him off the ball. And he's there to get it away. And that's another throw. Chilwell. Ups for safety. Buongiorno. And it's Chilwell. Spread neatly. That'll be a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Oh, cracking ball.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Leicester have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's on it, can he get away? And the finish! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Castolo. And here's Vardy. And this is Okazaki. Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Conte. Chilwell providing an outlet on that flank. Time and again they are repelled. Just about up to 75 minutes. Castolo. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Forced to go back. Quality ball. Leicester do have a chance to counter here. Pass somewhat off target. Shelder. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Okazaki. That has not gone well. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Bamford. There's a great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substitution on the field. Number 45.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Shelder. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, no, he's onto this. And it's Bradley. Bradley's cross. That's a decent clearance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. Big chance! He's put it wide. Leicester can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Campbell. Monga.
Played into space. It's out for a goal kick. Conte. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Williams. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And time is up. Leicester come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger, won't we?
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And this is now today's lineup.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
It certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we're underway. And we all hope that this second meeting between these sides this season will turn out to be a good one. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I have little doubt that the striker, Ollie Watkins, will have a huge role to play here, provided they can service him with the right quality. It's vital that they play those short crosses and cutbacks he can run onto. And that's the best aspect of his game, his explosiveness and clever anticipation in front of goal.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
And that is out of play.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Barkley.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Nicely aimed pass.
And he's forced to go back.
Conte. Castolo.
To Ono. Madsen makes the interception.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
Bailey. Madsen.
Buendia.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
That's the throw.
And this is Vardy. And he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, that's nice.
Crosses it in. That is a brilliant interception. Opts for safety.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Showing good feet.
Space for him to turn and look.
Oh, what has happened here?
Crossed in once more. He's found a way past. And it's Douglas Luiz. Ono, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
That is good strength. Okazaki.
That has been knocked clear.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence.
Aston really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Ono, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Castolo. Great vision. Conte. "15 minutes till half-time. Lovely pass, but...
Real chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Madsen. And it's Barkley. That has been slung wide. Watkins. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. Okazaki. Lovely bit of skill. Vardy. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Sure. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Vardy, his fourth top scorer in the league.
After 38 minutes is number 9, Jamie Vardy! Jamie Vardy! Jamie Vardy!
Leicester have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on.
And Vardy! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Jamie Vardy!
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Vardy. Tries to play it through. Leicester have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Okazaki. And this is Okazaki. Lindelof with the clearance. Tries a shot! Brilliant! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
A case now of complete control. Matson, Buendia. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Leicester seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Now Barkley wriggles his way through. Now it's Watkins. They're urging him to shoot.
And that was very necessary. Douglas Luiz.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's played it in low. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Bailey. And it's Barkley. Now it's Buendia. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this... Vardy! Oh, extraordinary.
Leicester really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Matson. Leicester, the only team in this, 3-0 already. Played into space. Look at the space. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Matson. Now it's Buendia. Matson. Douglas Luiz. Okazaki is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Buendia. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh no. Floated through. He's on his own!
He'd be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! And he's missed it. Matson. Buendia.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lindelof. Douglas Luiz. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vardy needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Vardy is number 5 in the list of assists in the league this year. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Substitution in progress.
Conte. Now, can they get him away? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Vardy. Rodgers. Into the last quarter of an hour. Searching pass he's played there. It's a promising position. Driven in, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bailey. Conte. To Ono. Douglas Luiz. Mings spots it and intercepts. Lindelof. Madsen. For Mings. Lindelof. Just 5 minutes left. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Elects to cross. Oh, good effort! And it's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 87 minutes is number 11, Watkins.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
Okazaki. Number 9, Vardy.
Williams.
Number 88.
Bradley receives it in a wide position. Shot a goal! And that's in! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
After 89 minutes is number 15, Resurgir.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Rodgers gets flagged offside. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rodgers, distributed tidily. Cash has it out wide and in space. An instinctive delivery. Chilwell can clear it away. Cash wants to run onto this. Kasper Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. So that's it, it is all over. Leicester win it, and it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Leicester definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both,
Please
good
put
afternoon.
your hands together, everyone, and give our boys a round of applause for a job well done.